Hello everyone, I am Ariel and topics today is comparative and superlative adjective. Let's start. Adjective. What is an adjective? No. Adjective describes modify, that is, they limit or restrict the meaning of nouns and pronouns. They may name qualities of all kinds. Example: huge, red, angry, tremendous, unique, rare. An adjective usually comes right before a noun. Example: a red dress, 15 people. When an adjective follows a linking verb, suffix be or seem, it is called a predicate adjective. Example: that building is huge. The workers seem happy. Most adjectives can be used as predicate adjectives, although some are always used before a noun. Similarly, a few adjectives can only be used as predicate adjectives and are never used before a noun. Some adjectives describe qualities that can exist in different amounts or degrees. To do this, the adjective will either change in form or will be used with words like more, most, very, slight. Example: the older girl, the longest day of the year, a very strong feeling, more expensive than that one. Other adjectives describe qualities that do not vary. Example: nuclear energy, a medical doctor, and do not change form. An adjective is a word that accompanies and modifies the noun. You can extend, complement, or quantify its size. They are words that name or indicate qualities, traits, or properties of the names of nouns they accompany. Comparative and superlative. We use comparative and superlatives to say how people or things are different. We use a comparative adjective to express how two people or things are different, and we use a superlative adjective to show how one person or thing is different to all of the other of its kind. For example, Mike is taller than Jack. Adjectives in the comparative form compare two people, places, or things. For example, in the sentence, John is smarter, but Bob is taller, the comparative forms of the adjective smart, smarter, and taller are used to compare two people, John and Bob. We compare people, places, or things every day. We describe action or words that describe action every day. We compare people by saying things like Eva is smarter than Brian or Tom is taller than Heather. We compare places by saying things like San Francisco is colder than San Diego, and things by saying chocolate ice cream is better than vanilla. We describe action by saying things like Sally runs faster than David, and words that describe action by saying Nancy speaks more clearly than Laura. We use the comparative form every day. Superlatives. We use superlatives to compare one person or thing to several others. For example, Paris is the most beautiful city I've ever seen. This means that I've seen several cities and I consider Paris as the number one in terms of being beautiful. In a similar way to comparatives, there are two ways to use superlatives. When you want to say that one person or thing is superior to all others in that group, you need to use the most. When you want to say that one person or thing is inferior to all others in that group, you need to use the least. If an adjective has two or more syllables, we add the most in front to create the superlative form. For example, she is the most determined candidate we've seen today. Is the most difficult part of my job. This is the most successful year the company's ever had. Ist for short adjective. If an adjective has one syllable or two syllables with y as the second syllable, we add est to create the superlative. For example, is the shortest route to the stadium. What's the longest flight you're ever taking? He's the nicest guy I've met here. As with a comparative, if an adjective ends in a vowel and consonant, you need to double the final consonant. For example, sad, saddest, fittest, hot, hottest. Irregular superlatives. The same adjectives that are irregular for comparative are also irregular for the superlative form. Good, best. Bad, worst. Far, furthest. Fun. And this is all. Thank you for watching and support me. See you on the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.